Hey guys, this is John Q with Q Questing, back with another episode in our Doki storyline. When we last left off, we had restarted the series because we found out that we could actually continue. The games had some kind of glitches in it, glitching out Saori and glitching forward Monica. And after having officially joined the literature club, we go home to write our own and find that we have unlocked a special poem. Would we like to read it? Of course, let's see what it is. I do not like this. I do not like that. I I glitched off that real quick. That scared me. I'm sorry. Okay. Ooh. I don't. Okay. Let's go ahead. I guess. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna go with the cute stuff. I guess. You know. Did they move whenever I clicked the word? Oh, am I picking words that Natsuki likes? Is that how you're supposed to know? Shoot. Shoot. I don't know. It's easier to pick, like some of the just food items because they work as well. I don't know. I don't know what any of these mean. Some of them I don't know what they mean. I'm almost done. There we go. Hi again, John Q. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, hey, stop that shit. You fucking weirdo. Thanks for keeping your promise, John Q. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst in the literature when you're not accustomed to it. Ah, don't. Stop that. God damn it. Oh, man. This is fucking with me. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Hey, you're in front of the words. Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Monica. Oh, the music changed a little bit. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki flaps back into her seat. I'm so sorry, John Q. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? She shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either ways. Like you said, I'm in the club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not like that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something like that. Yuri reaches into a bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how it is. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Sorry. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica. Okay. That was weird. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What is the point in keeping my collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out whether the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on one side of the shelf. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. She snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. This probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, John Q. Consider this a lesson. Oh, don't judge a book by its cover. Oh my goodness, okay. Please don't. Stop with the creepy stuff. Oh man. In fact, she pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. What? She grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sills. She then pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it is easier to be close together like this. Huh? Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. She crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's a bunch of girls, a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Which is true. Some of them, the slice of life, if it's just a plain slice of life, there's not much to grab certain people's attention. That's why usually it'll be like slice of life drama, slice of life comedy, stuff like that. And with the slice of life, so it gives you a reason, it gives you some kind of plot or something, entertaining to come back for. Oh, geez. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Hmm? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry? Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. That's fucking dark. Stop doing that shit. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Even longer reading? Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Oh, she's fallen asleep. Oh, she didn't do this last time. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Oh, no. Fucking, no. Nope, I do not like this at all. Fucking, no. Fuck that shit. Oh, that's not what I expected, okay? Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches in her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it at Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give me... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, John Q. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Oh, so she got like... diabetes? Which type is it? I don't know. Some kind of diabetes, low on sugar. You start to get groggy and sleepy and, kind of pass out. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Go with Monica's first, I guess. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, John Q. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or something we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, John Q. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of area that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's sure. That's true. I mean, I hand Monica my poem. I like it, John Q. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ah, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house. She's in a fussy mood pretty often. What? That is not okay. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. This is not okay. What the fuck? But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes could no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on the flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Okay. So what do I think? Fuck, I don't know what to think. That's a weird one. Though hers tend to be pretty weird. So I don't know exactly what to think. There's probably a deeper meaning than what I'm seeing, but... It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your poems in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. Oh, it's at your pen, not poem. Sorry. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Now we'll go with Yuri, I guess. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading it. I know, because it's not that long. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. She buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize as news writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other ways, they try to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her trains of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Which we'll stop right here and pick up later. When we come back, we will hear the rest of what Yuri has to say, and then maybe read Natsuki's poem if she's, not passed out again. But until next time, as always, look forward to our next quest. Goodbye.